We're looking at a Tempstar furnace, and the draft inducer is bad. And I can hear it humming, so I know it's getting power. It's not spinning. So we're going to go ahead and change it out. I'm not even going to check anything on that. So we know the power's off. We'll disconnect the electric. Obviously this has been changed before. I'll pull off the hose that proves that it's in the switch. Next I'll take out all the mounting screws. I have this one out and held the ground. These are all pretty long. When you're pulling this on, usually, you have all these out, but sometimes you miss one, and you don't want to crack anything. So pull it out very carefully, make sure you didn't miss any. Alright, now this connection here on these Tempstars, they have two kinds of these. This one you just put the gasket in there, and they come right out. You can also see on the back here, our gasket's bad. Actually didn't get installed right. So what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna run out and buy one of them. Alright. Well, so we know our gasket is in pretty rough shape. We're not going to reuse that. We're just going to go with some high temperature silicone. You get that at the auto parts store, and that'll seal it up quite better than that little gasket. Also, if your inducer's leaking, one possible source is this area right here. Alright, I got my tube working a little better. I'll fill that area up. And that will make a seal for us. And I'll make sure that's all full before we put it on. Okay, now on the inducer itself, there's two areas. There's one up here at the top, and there's one down here low. And both of them areas need sealed. And this one had some sealer on it, and I don't know if it's probably not what it was changed, but we're going to go ahead and put some sealer on those two areas so that part seals. I'm also going to fill this area with some... No, I'm going to put it on the pipe on that, so I'm going to put some around the pipe and then we'll slide all this together. I have the red high temperature silicone on all the areas I wanted it. Around here, around the pipe, around these two areas. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this in right now. So if they don't give you, your O-ring for that, don't panic. You can use this. Also, if you buy a new one, I believe you have to switch this over. But, mine's obviously a used one that I hadn't saved from another furnace. And we'll line that up the best we can. Alright, they're all slid together. I'm going to go ahead and start putting the screws in. I don't want to have it pull back off. I don't want to mess up the sealer. Alright, we're almost done putting our screws in. This one's a little hard to find down in here. Alright, found that one. Don't forget our ground was up here. I don't know if that's originally where it was, but it's where it is now. Give them a little torque, but don't over torque them. Because this is all, everything's plastic. And it's very easy to pull the threads out of there. On most furnaces, you don't have this. They have a rubber sleeve like this one here that does that connection. But I guess Inner City found a better way. So they gave us this. Alright. Well, I'll hook up the electrical next. Alright, we'll wire these back together. I'm sure this is a big no-no, but here in America you can do what you want. Okay, now I'm not going to run the furnace because that sealer needs time to dry. I'm just going to make sure this comes on and that's it. Shut it off. Alright, there it goes. It sounds good. And we're going to let that seal up, and then when the people come home, they can go ahead and fire it up and it should run alright. I'll stop back tomorrow and make sure that we don't have any leaking down here low. Now if you do have leaking down there low in here, a lot of times it's from that O-ring that's in there. Or another one of these pipes. But every furnace is a little different, so you have to check. But that is one way to, don't forget to put the hose back on. That is one way to seal it up, is to use the gasket sealer and take that off, reseal it all up, put it back on, and that usually takes care of the leak. There's not many people go out and buy new O-rings and gaskets for their draft inducer. You know, once you're fixing it, you usually kind of do what you have to do to get it fixed.